Guys, we are at war, and I am sad to say that I missed almost all of it. Today, our alliance went to war with another alliance, and we lost one ship, and apparently we killed 70 of them, which is absolutely insane. And I was at work all day and was missing it. I was seeing like the notifications of like them having a blast. And I looked on Discord. They're obviously not on now, but on Discord there was 30 people all on one voice chat, 3 fleets working together, dominating the skies in our region, you know, laying claim to our territory. And we just dominated. They killed one of us and we killed 70 of them, trying to kick these guys out from, they were trying to bully us and take over. And they were like, it's our place now. And we're like, not anymore. So thank you for all of you who have been helping us here. I'm going to show you guys some of the kills. You know, these are some of the kills we got. You know, there's a 3 million kill mill. There's combat log of all these kills that people got. Wow. Look at Sandman, him dominating, just killing all these people. Obviously, some of those are capsules, but still, like, we're talking. I wish they'd showed the kill mill so we could see how valuable that was. Look at this, a 12 million. What is that guy doing? Putting a 12 million stuff, 12 million ISK on a prototype. I guess 12 million still isn't really that much, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. But anyway, so we told them this is our territory. Get out. They were trying to bully us, and not in our house. That feels really good to take our land back and say, you can't have it. Unfortunately, in all of the war, our bases got popped, so we can't do some high-level ratting. So I'm going to do some mining instead. And I have a mining character, and I also have, you know, my main character. And so we're going to go do some mining in some extremely high-level areas. And so here we go. I'm going to click on Stargate, and we are going to go fleet jump. Great. So I think that should get both of us going. All right, so I'm gonna be both characters and kind of mine together. Hopefully it'll go well. You can see here that I don't have really anything on this Venture 3. I just kind of rigged it up with some mining lasers. I had a little basic defense, stuck it on there. I should have put some other stuff on it, but there's some other ways that we can be safe, and so we're gonna run and do that. Oh, Santa Janitor, we can invite him to the fleet. All right, so fleet command, fleet jump in ZDY. All right, mining. Oh, wow, there is only one mining, and there is an ally from Tri. Okay, good. That's our sister corp. So I'm going to hit fleet warp, and we're going to fleet warp over to this asteroid belt. Okay, so we're here, and just to show you guys, you know, we're kind of vulnerable. We're not a very strong group. So I'm going to go over here. You see how big this asteroid belt is. I'm going to sort this by distance right now. And so you see it by distance. So we're going to scroll down. All right, so I'm going to hit fleet lock on this. We're going to go for some Arkonor. I'm going to hit fleet approach. You know, that way me and my other miner are heading that way. So now we're going to start farming it with all 5 of our lasers. My miner is still T5, so he cannot mine at the same level. Even though he's got better skills than my main guy, he doesn't have that Venture 3. So, oh well, as soon as he hits Tech 6, I'm going to give him my Venture 3 because he's a better miner. But right now, that's what we're working with. For those of you who are in my corp or just you're wanting to know how to be better at this, you got to watch this right here. You see that it just went from 3 to 4? Every time it goes up, you need to go on and see who just joined. In this case, it was my ally, Santa Janitor. And so he'll probably fly in here, and the more of us there are, the safer we are. So you saw that we just got some Arkonor. Arkonor gives, for every 100, we're gonna get 30 megasite, which is a pretty valuable resource in this game. It's important for building T7 ships. No one in the game is T7 yet, but we're about to get there, and so we're trying to get a lot of those resources. I'm probably not gonna farm a ton of Arkonor right now because honestly, a lot of people are selling it for way underpriced, and so I'll probably just buy most of it on the market, and then I'll farm some Spudamane. But I wanted to show you guys, you know, right now where that's true, but later on, Arkonor is going to be where it's at. It's a very rare, in fact, it's beyond rare resource. It's a special resource. There's Sklint. I guess Sklint's going to be defending us. Team up. All right, so now we've got an escort. This is the best thing you can have in mining, is to have someone who will actually escort you guys. You can see there though that Sklint was able to sneak up on me. I wasn't watching local well enough. When it went up to 5, I should have noticed that I should have checked it, and he was able to warp in. So that's why you got to be careful, especially when there's only one asteroid belt in a zone like this. There is only one place for them to check. So as soon as that thing goes up one, you got to get in there and check it. You know, one advantage that we have as well is that we're a little bit further from the entry point. The entry point should be a little bit above us right there. They're going to warp in, and honestly, as soon as I see a white or a red character, I'm just going to immediately fleet warp us out. I have my oh crap button up. Honestly, I should have that up for both of my characters. So I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to put up my oh crap button. If you guys do not know what I'm talking about with my oh crap button, you got to go watch my tips and tricks video for this game. So I'm going to move. We're going to let these lasers finish this round. And then we're going to move over to Spudamain, which right now is going to get us more of the resources we need. And we're just going to buy Megasite because people are not selling it for a whole lot. They don't realize what it's worth. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and find Spudamain. Here we go. Lock. All right, we're going to start doing Spudamain. Another thing about farming is you can click over here to Stargate. And this is the one that is going to be a little bit better for where we're at. When I click that oh crap button, it's going to go. You can see the little yellow icon. That's where we're going to go. And so if I hit approach to it, so I'm aligning to it. Aligning. And then I cut off my engines. Now I'm just going to stay there. I'm still going to be in a good range to keep farming the Spudamain, but I'm now lined up to where when I click that oh crap button, I can warp off pretty much almost instantly, because really most of warping out of an area has to do with that issue right there. So, oh, too far away. So I did it wrong. We're going to hit approach this. Okay, so I'm approaching until it says 13. There we go. Now I'm going to hit approach this. Aligning, and cut off the engine. Oh my gosh. Cut off the engine. Cut off the engine. There we go. All right, so now I'm aligned. I'm at the perfect trajectory to be farming the Spudamain. Okay, so while we're sitting here mining, we've got a lot of time. One of our ships is at 29%. The other one is at 36%. It looks like my little alt is mining faster, even though he only has 2 lasers. The Venture 2 has less cargo space, and he's got all these skills to mine faster, or mine more. Yeah, he's mining way more. He's just a much better miner than my main character. So I'm going to switch him back to Arkonor once he gets to like 50. And that way, because it's a slower process to farm Arkonor. And so I'll make it to where they kind of hit 100 at the same time. We're making a ton of money right now. I mean, right now, our corp is working towards building some a master fleet of some awesome ships. Right now, one of my dream ships is getting the Phantasm, which is a cruiser that has, it's shield tanked, which is actually not my favorite, but it's pretty good. But then it can get up to plus 75% medium laser damage, plus 42.5% medium laser tracking, that's going to make him hit really hard. People are going to be blown away, especially with my Senti lasers that I've got from doing those dead spaces. And then this one's crazy. Plus 125% afterburner velocity bonus and a plus 25% shield. So this guy is going to move with an afterburner. It's going to feel like he's got a micro warp drive. It's going to make him go so fast. Going to keep his hitbox or his signature radius pretty low, and he's going to be just awesome. Another ship that I'm really excited about getting is the Blood Raider Ashimu. This thing has incredible benefits to, energy, stealing. It can get up to plus 75% energy NOS efficiency and plus 75% energy neutralization strength. Then, this is the big one, it can get up to 100% further web range. So like if you get one of the specialty webs that gives like 14.8 web length, you can now double that to 29 point something. I'm not going to do the math right now, but that's crazy, right? And then you still get plus 50% laser damage, plus 42% medium laser tracking. So this is my, I don't know which ship I actually want more. They're both like real favorites for me. But we're doing pretty good. We've got a lot of money. You can see here that I've got almost $1 billion in my wallet, and then the corp, has another. Let's see, how much does our corp have right now? So our corp's a little bit lower because we just did this war and we're, outfitting a fleet of cruisers that we can just kind of give to our people. So we're definitely getting a lot of money. We're trying to build some amazing ships so that we can, I don't know. We're not going to use those amazing ships in PvP because we just don't want to lose them, and we're just real cautious players. And that's what I want you guys to do too. If you're going to play this game, if you want to succeed, just like any survival game, I know some of you have seen me play other survival games. You've got to keep in mind that if you die, you lose everything on you. And so that should be your first priority. Don't die. The best way to die is to do something that you're not sure if you can take it or not. And you push yourself to that limit. Don't push yourself to that limit. You see someone show up, you might say, maybe I can survive. You might as well be dead. Yes, you might survive the first 5 times you do that, but it only takes once to lose all that stuff. And if you're replacing a Venture 3, if you're replacing a nice ship, you're going to die. I've never died in this game yet, and that's because I am super skittish. That may not sound that great, and I'm sure some people are going to give me a hard time because I always run away from a fight. But that's how I play, and that's why I'm so good at these games, is because I only pick fights that I'm going to win. All right, I'm going to go back to farming Arkonor on my little miner account. You can see here I got both going. I just got the new Red Magic 5S, which is an amazing phone that I love. So if you haven't figured out by now, mining can be kind of boring. I mean, you're literally just sitting there. Your lasers are so slow. You just sit there for so long waiting until they get that little mining tick every, little bit here and there. And so it can be kind of slow. A lot of people, I've noticed a lot of my corp has died just because they basically fall asleep while they're mining. The thrill of mining is getting away with it. People want to destroy your mining ship because they get all of the ore that you just mined for free. And that's, it's worth quite a bit. I mean, one load of this ore, spodumene or Arkonor, filling my whole ship up is worth 1.5 million, something like that. So people want to just that's easy money, and so you don't want to lose it. And that's the thrill of it. That's the thrill of mining, is being able to kind of go out here. It's kind of chill, kind of relax, You're not having to put a lot of work into it. It's not like ratting where you got to manage your capacitor levels and manage all of those things. You just kind of find a little spot, and just kind of chill, grab some spodumene or whatever you're farming at the time and bring it back. Obviously, if you're going to be a miner, you want to be able to get really good at processing ore. I am not, so I'm going to give it all to someone who can process those resources. In fact, if you guys don't know Bake yet, Bake has been a supporter for me a long time. He's one of my Patreon supporters. We play some games together. He played Life After with me for a while. Awesome guy. He is our chief of industry, and he's got maxed out ore processing, and so I'm just going to be funneling, and then he's going to process them and then put them back in the hangar and the corp hangar, and once we get all of the resources we need for all of those faction ships, what's beautiful about those faction ships is once they're made, you don't have to be tech level 7 to actually use them. So as soon as we build one, I can give it to like Sklint. Sklint's been awesome. He's helped me do a lot of dead spaces. We've made billions together. Okay, we're at 83%. My miner is at 94%. My miner's just so much faster. Yeah, Sklint's mentioning, I don't know if you can see it here, where he's talking about the battle ventures. There's a guy in our corp, his name's Sandman, and he's got well, maybe I shouldn't mention his tactic. I wouldn't mess with him if I were you. You think you're going up against some helpless ventures and then you die. He's killed some really powerful people because they thought they were picking on ventures. They didn't realize what they were going up against. Anyways, sorry if I'm ruining your surprise, Sandman. I guess people won't mess with you though. Okay, 90%, we're getting there. Boom, okay. So that should pretty much fill us up. 99 and 100. Okay, we're at 100. So now, just to give you guys a picture of how much faster it is to be aligned, I should be aligned. Oh, I'm orbiting. No. Okay, we're going to align, and I'm going to show you guys how much faster it is to be aligned. Okay, so my miner is not aligned. He is just kind of orbiting me, and I'm going to hit fleet warp fleet. Okay. So you see, I just warped off almost instantly there. You know, like if someone had just warped in and I was aligned like that, it was like there's nothing. But my other guy just started warping. He had to turn around slowly and then get there. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 seconds it took my miner to catch up. So that just shows you the power of, and then there's the oh crap button, which I had for both of them. So we're gonna head back home. We're gonna put everything in the hangar for Bake to reprocess. Okay, so we're gonna put all the spudamain in hangar 3. Let Bake, work on that. You can see here we got quite a bit of minerals working towards it. We're still not anywhere close to where we want to be. There's some other resources that we have up in HiSec that we need to bring down, but we're getting there. So we're going to go ahead and reprocess this to kind of give you guys a picture. For every 100 units, we're going to get 31 megasite. We're going to get 2,600 tritanium, 300 mexilon, and that's with no efficiency. Obviously, on the other type of ore, I'm going to give it over to Bake, and he's got like expert efficiency. He's going to really maximize what we get from it. But because, we're just wanting to really get ahead, we're going to go ahead and reprocess this, get everything we need. So there we go. And so you see here that, not a ton of tritanium, not a ton of mexilon, but 500 megasite for one run. And we did a lot of spudamain as well. That's a good run for megasite. Megasite is worth 3,000 each right now on the market. If you click on the market, it's worth 3,000 each, which honestly, that is extremely cheap. I think the price is going to go skyrocket when Tech 7 comes out. So actually, I'm probably just going to buy most of the megasite right now because that was a lot of work to try to mine it, and people are selling it for not that much. So we're going to go ahead and stack it for now. But what we really need to do is we need to go and get some more from people who are just selling it undervalued right now. So that's it, guys. We just did a mining run with 2 characters and it went well. We were safe. We had Sklint was able to sit there and kind of guard us with his mauler, which is totally OP. You guys won't have that, but if you play it safe, if you align, you follow those tactics, you will never die when mining. And if you never die in mining, then you can get really rich really quickly in this game. All right, guys. See you next time.